What's up, guys? Welcome to LFK TV. This is the first episode. I'm joined with my partner with Born to Fish Media, one of my partners, Chet Williams. We're in his brand new Ranger that he got from Crowley Marine, and we'll talk more about that here in a little bit. Our game plan today is to just catch fish. We're keeping an open mind. We've got minnows, we've got a walleye game plan. Option A is crappie. Option B, which I know stings you to even say, is walleye, so it's not our first option. We've been here before.
Yeah. Yep, we've been out here this last winter. Was the first time we had both ever ice fished it, and
it was awesome.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
So hopefully we can replicate that, guys. Oh. Nice, Chet. On the Hornet. Drum! Hey! Here, hold on. Is that your first drum? Oh, here, yeah. Camera's on.
Alright, guys, we're out here still fishing for crappie. But this is not crappie. It's a good old drum for you right there.
What's up, guys? I think we're starting to figure something out. So we came out here with the idea to fish vertical, weren't getting anything, so we're casting to isolated rock piles. And first crappie of the day on a 5/8 ounce blade, casting for walleye. Gonna go. Thank you so much for being normal. I was like, what are you talking about? He goes, dude, every time we call a parent, we're the ones that get in trouble. Got another one. Dude, it feels decent, whatever it is. It's on an ultralight, so that was a bang. I hope I can figure out a beat button to get the drum.
You see it?
Yeah, drum. Dude, I'll take that all day, every day, son. LFK episode 1, beating the drum.
There you go.
I do need to knock them into breaking this off. It's a cool looking fish, man. Yeah. Catch the league state record, which I actually seen a picture of this fish and it looked legit. 33.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Nice, dude. Damn it. Oh, there we go. Got it out. Drumzilla, baby.
Get bigger.
That's a nice fish.
Alright, guys. We're still crappie fishing, but we are slaying the drum. There's a good fat one, too. Look at the belly on that one.
A different kind of crappie?
Yeah.
Get him. Molly. Yep.
Nice little smallie here.
What'd you catch him on?
I hailed the Smallmouth Hornet number 4.
See, this is... something right here. There's some. Oh yeah. Copy? Yeah.
Right now we're 30. Crappie.
I'm going to wait for this boat to pass. I'm going to tell you what we were using. And part of the reasons why we're not going to show you every spot that we fished, we'll give you the ingredients. We don't want to give you the spots. Why don't we want to give you the spots? Well, we ran into a buddy out here, and I don't want to piss anybody off, and I wouldn't want anybody doing it to me. So I said I'd give you guys a blueprint. I'm going to give you what to use. I can give you the location. I just can't give you the rock to stand on. Okay. What we will say is there is scattered rock in the area. Okay, that'll help you out a little bit. We're both using reaction style baits. I'm using a blade, laser blade, 5/8 in chrome. As you can see, I'm not worried about my leader much. Short. Chet, he's using a jigging wrap. And Chet, I like that Denali rod. Tell me a little bit about that rod.
This is the using a 5'6" period. The medium heavy. It's a great jigging rod. I call it my meat stick. It's great for using the heavier vertical baits, blade baits, jigging wraps, anything you can put a little power behind. Large tube jigs work really good with this.
And enough finesse to fill a bluegill bite.
Yeah.
How crazy is that?
That's the first time I've ever caught a bluegill through the mouth with the jigging wrap. Number 7.
And you felt the hit.
Yeah.
So you got power and sensitivity with that Denali rod.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm always learning. Me and my tournament partner Barry Cundiff, I've learned so much from him over the years. When I moved out here 15, 16 years ago, one, I didn't even know there's walleye out here.
Gotta be.
And then two, I got walleye fishing, and I grew up on the Great Lakes Shore. I never knew what jigging walleye was.
Oh man.
And so now, it's one of my favorite things to do.
So you grew up on the Great Lakes, but your introduction to jigging for walleye is Colorado.
Right.
That's cool. That's really. And guys, I'm wearing my buff, and hope.
They say it's almost 100 degrees out
Yeah, dude, it's so hot that I'm not worried about the eagle claw thing showing, but hopefully the eagle claw deal's showing because this is a really cool buff. But so basically, Chet, you wouldn't have. You were fly fishing when you first came to Colorado because that's what people think of Colorado.
Yeah, because honestly, for the first couple of years, I didn't know there was any walleye out here. So all I knew was I grabbed a fly rod and started fishing the rivers. I had a blast doing that. One of my buddies asked me to go to Bonnie Reservoir, of all places, which is no longer
the late great Bonnie Reservoir.
And he's like, "Well, let's go out and catch some white bass and walleye." So I jumped right on that. After that,
it was over.
It was over. I mean, me and him started fishing tournaments. From there on, I started out, bought myself a little boat, and just got to where I'm at today. And now I have a big new boat.
Yeah, and we'll talk about that here in just a second. But the camaraderie in the walleye tournament, you wouldn't have stayed fishing CWA and stuff like that if the camaraderie wasn't good, if there wasn't kind of a, I don't want to say it's a brotherhood because everybody fishes, dudes and ladies.
Right, absolutely. I mean,
so the camaraderie's awesome.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, I sometimes have more fun off the water during tournaments.
That's awesome.
Than I do just hanging out, learning, talking, and just quite frankly, getting to know other people.
Well, and the thing is I think a lot of people get intimidated when they think tournament fishing. Think of it as an opportunity. You know what I mean? You're going to learn a ton from some of the best sticks in the state. Come tournament day, they might not point you where to go. But if you talk to them after a tournament, most guys will tell you what they were using. They'll give you something.
Right. And it's not, I know people that have used the same baits as other people, fished in the same spots, and it's different. One person will be catching them, the other one won't. They'll be fishing 10 feet from each other.
You gotta hold your mouth right. That's what that boils down to. That's a big part of it. So we talked a little bit about tournaments, and hopefully we can get some footage, because if we don't get footage of what we just did for the past 2 hours, which is just hammer, walleye, and crappie, LFK episode 1 is going to be drum and a smallmouth.
Beating the drum.
Yeah, LFK episode 1, beating the drum.
We caught some nice drum.
Yeah, we'll show you the live well pick. And one of the things I really want to stress, in a body of water like this, where the size limit's 15, keep those 15s and 16s and put the bigger ones back. You know what I mean? Let's give ourselves a trophy opportunity. And there's the breeze. Yeah, finally. And actually, take that back. I don't want to tell you what to do. I'm going to tell you what I do. I keep the 15s and 16s. Not going to lie and say I never keep the 17. But anything over about 18, I like to let go.
You know, and you got some of these lakes where the limits are 18, and this one's not. And as soon as they hit that 18 mark, they're gone.
Well, yeah, so you get the lakes where you got a whole age class of 17.9.
Right.
And
then the next year they're legal, and then the year after that they're gone because that's the only thing they eat.
Yeah, well, and it's like today. So we already decided the plan after this is going to be go have a couple adult sodas and eat some fish.
Right.
We've got fish in the box. We're not taking home the limit. We could have taken a limit of walleye today.
Oh yeah.
And but getting back to the boat, so people are going to see this Ranger, and they're automatically just going to associate you with the Ranger. You didn't start with the Ranger. What did you start with?
I started out in a little 14-foot aluminum boat. It's so old, I don't even know the name of it, to be honest with you. I bought that, used that for a couple years. Oh, dude, I saw that.
Whack it. You know what I've been noticing? When the boats roll through, they get a little more active.
Yep. Well, there's been no wind in it.
Yeah.
So
Dude, I'm telling you. There we go.
Right. Good one.
That is going in the box. Okay, I showed you what I'm using, the blade.
And guys, summertime tactics, you know, right now a lot of people think you should be trolling, or jigging out deep. I'll be honest with you, I'm catching fish in probably 1 to 3 feet of water.
Well, and it's the old adage of find the bait, find the fish.
Yeah, and there's so much shattering around here today.
All right, guys, so here it is right here. Whoop. Hopefully you can see that. I'll get a picture of it. That's an XPS 5/8 chrome blade. I'm using braided line with a 12-pound fluorocarbon leader. So you cast out. I let it pendulum back down to the bottom. I'm not too worried about having it drop straight down. As soon as it hits the bottom, what I start with, not what I always do, but what I start with is I'll pop it up, let it drop, pop it, and it's like I'm a spazzy 10-year-old that just drank too much Mountain Dew the entire time, you know what I mean? I'm keeping it active because the goal here isn't to make them eat the blade, it's to make them react. You know what I mean? You're not always going to catch fish using a blade that are eating it. Sometimes the analogy that I use is if you were in front of me and I threw that tennis ball through the TV, would you catch it? You're damn right you would. Same thing as these fish do with these blade baits or these jigging rigs. They don't have time to look at it, they don't have time to think, they just react and they smack it. So this is the baseline that I use. Okay, it's just, like I said, hopped up, 10-year-old on Mountain Dew. The reason I use the XPS, the Bass Pro blades, I just got a ton of confidence in them. And in my experience, they just hold up better than other blades do. Voice crack, LFK TV, exclusive. They hold up better than other blades do. I've used other company blades that, you know, fishing blades, you're going to be banging rocks, you're going to get stuck in rocks. The XPS blade can take some damage. You know, and to me that's important because I don't have thousands of dollars. This is funny. I'm going to say I don't have thousands of dollars to spend on gear, and I'm fishing in the nicest Ranger I've ever seen in my life. So, a bit of a...
It's all about who you know, right?
Yeah, there you go. Well, it's like, it's not my boat, so it's fun to be in something this nice. Speaking of which, we have to give a shout out to the folks that you bought this dream boat through.
Crowley Marine, you know, if you guys ever have any...
Here, trade me a tiller.
If you guys ever have any questions about any fishing boats, family boats, go check out Crowley Marine Boat Center. They have a lot of boats. Wonderful people down there. Known them for years and had my eye on this Ranger for, or I should say not this one, a Ranger for quite some time, and was able to finally pull the trigger this year, and here we are on the maiden voyage.
So they made the boat buying process for you. This isn't like you're on Craigslist and you're buying a $400 John boat. No. You know what I mean? This is a serious investment.
Right.
And they made it easy on you.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, to be honest with you, this was Brent's boat for the year. He uses it throughout the summer and sells the boat every year. And so I told him early this spring that I'd take it after he was done with it. And he worked with me, asked me if I wanted any of the options on it. We talked about all that kind of stuff, and all I did was went down, literally paid for it, and within 20 minutes, I'd say 20, 30 minutes, we were out on the lake doing a test drive.
So, real quick, in my Hobie kayak, which is my dream kayak, I absolutely love it. We're talking apples and Thanksgiving dinner when you're comparing the two. Yeah. But Born to Fish Media, I feel like we finally have a team in place to do what my vision is for anything in fishing media, which is to grow the sport. I want to talk a couple things about what we have coming up on the website. One of which I think is going to change the game. BTFM Next Gen. Right. So what we came up with BTFM Next Gen, got one, is a kids section of the website that's for kids by kids. You know what I mean? So kids are going to submit articles, they're going to submit videos. It should be really, really good. And I think it'll get kids really excited about it. And speaking of excited, I'm excited to put that in our belly. XPS laser blade, guys. Whoa! XPS laser blade. Put them in the boat. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the first episode of LFK TV. If North Sterling Reservoir wasn't on your radar before, I hope it is now. It's an awesome multi-species fishery that the Colorado Parks and Wildlife are really doing a great job with. I want to thank my guest, Chet Williams, and remind you guys that he'll be joining me next Wednesday at 7 p.m. live on Born to Fish Media's Facebook page for the LFK podcast. I want to thank Bass Pro Shops Denver, 2020 iVenue, Eagle Claw, and of course, Born to Fish Media.